Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 10 of Game of Thrones on the PlayStation 3. We are exactly were at the end of part 9, and we have to... Oh, hello. I think I need to speak to this chappie. Now, we've been told to go to the Knights... Well, we've got to go to Castle Black, effectively, and try and get this girl that they're trying to be protecting and the Queen's trying to kill. See what this dude's saying.
Sir Alester Sarwyk, if I could have a word with you for a moment.
Who am I speaking with?
I am Lord Arwood Harlton, Master of Castlewood. Your family and mine have long been friends.
Yes, I have heard tell of the Hartons of Castlewood. What can I do for you?
I've heard rumors that you've had difficulty finding your brother, Gwayne. Did you get the help you had hoped for from the Queen?
More or less. I am surprised that it is public knowledge. The Queen doesn't seem inclined to flaunt her arrangements.
You will quickly find that it is difficult to keep secrets inside the Red Keep. There are far too many inquiring ears about. On that subject, what say you to moving this conversation elsewhere? I have a residence in the city. We may speak freely there. I have vital information regarding your brother.
Back to Moors, I think. I don't know if these two characters are going to come together and fight together, or whether they're going to fight each other at this stage. But this is, without any doubt, the furthest I've ever got in this game. I'm sure it is. So I'm kind of hoping we see trophies pop up soon enough. Unless I'm having a massive memory blank, but I don't recall any of that.
At the least, Castle Black is safe again after we took care of Godric's hirelings. But he could have turned some of our brothers, Jaw. And we still don't know which ones.
Addam Flowers is responsible for leading the investigation and flushing out any traitors amongst them.
A witch hunt. No good will come of that.
I dislike this situation as much as you do, Moors, but we have no choice. I trust Addam. He will use discretion and wisdom. Just ask him if you need to know what the status is.
Very well. And what of the imposter?
John Arryn's death, the arrival of this girl, and the men from the south. These can't be coincidences. In my opinion, the imposter is nothing but a pawn. Everything leads me to believe that he works for someone more important. But we won't let them get away with it. The Night's Watch will hunt him down and make him pay.
We are not permitted to act far from the wall. We are already involved anyway.
They came to the gift, fooled us, and corrupted our sworn brothers. We are involved, whether we like it or not.
You're right. We cannot accept this. We must be cautious. One misstep, and Castle Black could pay dearly. But the message must be clear. No one attacks us without paying the price. Moors, I need you to follow their trail. Thus, I am naming you as a recruiter of the Night's Watch. In this capacity, you will be able to leave the gift and act freely. This letter, bearing my seal, will prove your good faith to those who might doubt your word. Your mission will be to find the guilty parties and punish them in our name.
Hunt down and eliminate. Understood. What do you plan to do with the girl?
Perhaps I can go with Sir Moors on his journey. The north does not seem as safe to me as it once was.
I agree. Besides, since you're the one the imposter is after, and he knows where to find you, you are no longer safe here.
The Lord Commander is right. John Arryn entrusted this mission to me. I will not fail his memory.
Patrek will accompany you to the border of the Gift. He has already proven his loyalty. As for me, I will put together an escort of our most trustworthy men. They will meet you near Molestown. Moors, you might cross paths with Sir Godric's impostor and his men. Be alert.
I have every intention of crossing paths with him. The two of us have a matter to settle.
May the old gods speed you. The perils of the Seven Kingdoms are as dangerous to a sworn brother's body as they are to his soul. But I have faith in you. You will succeed.
Well then, let us get Patrek. He must be downstairs.
I'm with you.
Right, you are then.
Patrek, we're leaving for Molestown, and I need someone I can trust. You're coming with me.
You want to go back? There will still be enemies there.
Exactly. I need to know who sent them. At the moment, my only lead to find that out is the imposter. I'll find the rat and get him to talk. And I'll be sure to rid the Gift of that traitor and all his henchmen.
Very well. Give me time to get my things and I'll come with you.
Sir Westford? Isn't it risky for me to go back there with you? After all, it's me that the men are after.
As long as you're with me, you'll be fine. Trust me, lass. I won't let anyone lay a finger on you.
Very well. I left my belongings with Sybil when we left Molestown. If I can, I should like to get them before we leave the north.
We'll be passing there anyway. As soon as we get the chance, we can go to your room.
Thank you.
All is
Aye.
well. I'm ready.
Let us go then.
Secondary quests have a limited time of availability. Be careful not to neglect them for too long. Past some chapters, you will not be able to complete them anymore and they will automatically be flagged as failed. You are now a recruiter for the Night's Watch. Your task while on your journey is to find as many men as possible who are prepared to take the black. Search the underground tunnels of Molestown to find men who could swell the ranks of the Night's Watch. Okay. Have we got anything to sell? A few bits. Yeah. Thought I had a... Oh yeah, I have got a blunt weapon on him as well. That's a two-handed great sword, so we're not using that. 52 to 59 is the weapon we've got on. It's a beast, that two-hander, though. Mind you, he's not got a shield, though, has he? Oh yeah, he has got a shield on. Veil of Arryn breastplate is what I'm wearing at the minute. Yeah, I think he's a heavy character, isn't he? That's why I've got all the heavy stuff on him. Heavy, heavy, heavy. 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 91. 110. Oh, that's a better helmet. Oh, that's the one I've got on. Fair play. Right, let's sell the bits we don't need then. Oh, I bet you any money I do this and bloody Patrek's allowed to unlock certain stuff. Oh, that'll do it. Got a whole piece of gold. Well, what we actually need is potion stuff. Mind you, that's a better shield, right enough. Jesus Christ, 14 gold. Lord Commander Corgal's shield. It's pretty sweet at that. The shields aren't heavy or anything, are they? It's just whether or not you want a big one or a small one, as it were. Right, where's the potion guy? That's...
Few more hours and it'll be perfect. Juicy.
It's a conversation. Oh, it must be upstairs. I think if it's still yellow, a conversation. God, finding people in this place is a bloody nightmare, isn't it? Sure, there's a potion guy down here. Ah, here we go. There he be. This potion, this poison tires opponents. Milk of the poppy concoction, which helps recover some health. The current contents of the flask will be lost and replaced with your new selection. So we should have 6, and we do. Does he not sell the actual thing for putting them in? No, he doesn't, does he? Right, that was the main thing to sort out. There is a conversation up here though. Let's go and see what that's about. Oh, is it this dude again about the statues? All the...
Good day to you, Moors. You wouldn't by any chance have some work for me there in your pouch?
I haven't forgotten you, Walder. If I have anything for you, you will...
May the Seven keep you.
Right, okay. My mistake. I thought if it was still yellow, it was needing sorted. Oh, there's Addam flowers there.
Addam, the Lord Commander told me that you could need help with your inquiry.
That's right. Another bloody chore for me. That'll teach me to be the smart one amongst our brothers.
This is serious, Flowers. Some of our brothers betrayed their oath and tried to kill me.
I know full well how serious this is, but I've never had to sort out a problem like this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
What do you have to go on at the moment?
I've examined your 3 victims, Theomar, Dick, and Vayon. Those 3 were messed up all right, but each of them had received 20 silver stags for their betrayal. There's little doubt that such a sum came from Donnelly.
That's highly likely. Any clues as to who else might have accepted the offer?
The only way of knowing would be to question every brother who might have met our visitors while they were staying at Castle Black.
I shall have to talk to them all then. And maybe my hound can find an interesting trail. What else can you tell me?
I believe I've identified all the suspects. We've gathered them all here and blocked off all means of access. I thought we could leave them all to stew a bit, just to see what happens.
Addam, what can you tell me about our crippled crows?
The traitors we're looking for at Castle Black are brothers who will have had direct dealings with Donnelly, and were prepared to betray their oath for gold. First of all, there's Jonos. He's always had a flair for shady dealings. He's drawn to strangers and their gold, like a moth to a flame. I'm sure he's made a deal or two with our visitors one way or another. He's the one who worries me the most. More surprisingly, there's Grance. The old man spent quite a lot of time with our visitors. I've learned that one of your rangers, Bartram, had been up to no good with these strangers. I've summoned him along with the others. Lastly, we have the inseparable Arthur and Trebor. Arthur is the smarter of the two, and has always taken care of his friend, as you probably know already.
Anyone else?
We're missing one final suspect. Domeric disappeared from Castle Black. We think he's already fled. He probably found out everything that was going on before you wrote your report. What's strange to me is that there are no horses missing from the stables.
He'll be caught with ease by our rangers, or by House Stark if need be. I will try to separate the wheat from the chaff amongst those we have already.
I'm glad I can count on you, Moors. I've never had to handle such a delicate business. I hear many rumors of your ability to see and hear things without being caught. If you can use this gift to help me, I'd be much indebted to you.
Investigate the men who were with Godric. Addam Flowers has gathered them all in the common hall. Alright, okay. So that'll be our blue quest markers, presumably.
Who do those lords from the south think they are? They warm themselves at our fire, they eat our bread.
There will be none for you. I found it, it's mine.
Right, I think I'm highly confused. Why are these speech mark bubbles not got a little arrow on them to say whether they're upstairs or downstairs? Just winding me right up, people. See, that quest marker's got an up on it, but I think that's just the guy we've spoken to. I thought that was the common hall. Yeah, it is. For the love of God. Unless they're on different floors, right enough. Side quest time. Side quest. And this is where the game opens up, I suppose. Right, blue marker. That's upstairs. Blue marker to the right. Upstairs. They're all upstairs, by the looks of it. I'm going back up, people.
Exactly.
Aha. Bartram. Actually, he was one I didn't jot down.
Bartram, we need to talk.
Moors, that black-hearted Flowers is accusing me of treason again.
He's a good lad, let's talk. This is serious, it's pointless to... yeah.
We face a grave situation. I need to ask you some questions.
I've already been interrogated by Flowers. I know well enough what we're to discuss. Tell me what you want, so we can finish this quickly.
How did Godric try to get you to desert?
He didn't. I didn't even speak to that knight. I can't abide arrogant men like that. If I wanted to dishonor myself, I wouldn't be so stupid as to do it so close to Castle Black. And where would I go? South?
Let's see what he knows about our little problem.
You're a good ranger. Always vigilant.
Thank you for the compliment. But I owe everything to you.
Can you tell me anything about the other suspects?
You mean apart from Trebor seeming even more on edge than usual? He's usually quite the nervous man, but he's become damn dangerous. Something's not right, if you ask me.
I will look into that. Anything else to add?
Jonos seems to be having a run of luck recently. He gave credit to several brothers, which is unlike him.
I will see if all this leads to anything.
Okay.
Calm down and relax.
Well, there's Trebor.
But I can't. Shut your mouth.
These two don't hide their problems well. Trebor has no self-control, let's tease him. Arthur is more reasonable, let's talk to him.
So, Trebor, do you still like men?
What? You piece of shit. Do you want to end up like that other one?
I told you to keep your bloody mouth shut.
That was too easy. Finish your story or face the consequences.
It was an accident, all right?
That'll be for me to decide. Continue.
Domeric came to see us, just after our visitors turned up. His pockets were well lined. He tried to get us to join Sir Donnelly. He told us they needed some proper swordsmen.
That treacherous bastard. I taught him a lesson.
Trebor is hot-headed, but he's a good lad. He just wanted to show that disloyal shit where he could shove his offer. That bloody fool Domeric tried to defend himself, and things got out of hand. It all got nasty after that. Before we could explain the situation to Mormont, you came back from your mission, and there was total chaos. We thought it better to stay quiet and pretend it never happened. We hid his body in the snow, in the old outbuildings. I swear, we would have tried to tell you as soon as everything had calmed down.
I understand. I'll turn a blind eye to it.
Really? I swear by the gods, Moors, we're in your debt. You can ask anything of us, anything at all.
Did you see anything that might be of interest to me?
Well, there might be something. Ever since that accident, I've kept my eyes open. And I did notice something strange. When everyone was gathered in the common hall, Flowers posted guards at the doors.
To keep you out? What's strange about that?
The strange thing was that I saw one of the guards speaking with one of the suspects.
All right, who was it?
They had their hoods up, so I couldn't tell. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but when you came to question us, I remembered that it seemed a little suspicious.
Sir, no name. Well, I knew it wouldn't be that simple.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help to you, Moors. It shan't be easy to follow such a poor trail.
Don't trouble yourself with it. I'm used to such problems. If there are traitors amongst us, they'll not reveal themselves gladly. But I have ways.
We can't. I've told you.
Excellent. The game's afoot. Sherlock Moores is on the case. Right, downstairs we've got... Are they all downstairs now? Looks like it, doesn't it?
That's right. Go and tell
Grance, what are you saying to it?
Grance, old friend. How long have you been at the wall, old man?
My boy, you'd be better off asking me if I've ever lived anywhere else.
I actually came to ask you something else.
I'd bet a night in a whorehouse that you've come to talk about treason, Moors. I've already spoken to Addam. He's a good lad. A shame he's so serious. What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
What does the old man know? Let's leave it at that for the time being. What do you know?
Tell me about our visitors. You spent some time with them, didn't you?
I mingled a bit, yes. As I usually do when we have guests. It's rare to have fresh news nowadays. I don't let opportunities like that go by.
And were you able to find anything out?
Anything? Like what, for example?
Like gold changing hands, or one of our brothers accepting gold from Godric, for example.
Gods be good. No. No, I don't think I saw anything like that.
Let's test his memory a little.
You don't think so? Or you don't know?
No, I didn't see anything of the sort.
Are you certain?
I'm sorry, I can't help you any more than that, my boy. What happened?
Some crows took tainted gold from our visitors and died as a result of it.
You mean there are corrupt brothers here? At Castle Black?
They tried to attack me by surprise, but they failed. I need to know if there are others, and I need to know now. Are you sure you don't know anything that could be of use?
Well, there are Arthur and Trebor. They've cut themselves off from the others, and they both seem really nervous.
Interesting. Anyone else?
I also saw Bartram speaking with Donnelly just before you left. They went off to talk in private. That's really as much as I know. I hope this proves useful, Morse.
It might well be. Thank you, Grance. Now, go warm yourself up.
Right, well, Bartram we've spoken to. The two lads we've spoken to. Jonas we've not spoken to, or his brothers.
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher. No good comes from coming up against you.
I know about his suspicious dealings.
I've heard you've become quite wealthy in the past few days. I'd like to know where all that coin is coming from.
My wages don't bring in all that much. Just something to pass the time, really. Don't believe every rumor you hear. Except the ones about the size of my manhood, of course.
I thought you were too clever to be outwitted. Why did you accept the offer from that rat Godric?
I didn't accept anything, but I was happy to take gold from that group of half-wits.
Do you deny receiving gold from Godric Donnelly?
Oh no, I don't deny anything. I gladly relieved that arrogant bunch of knights of their coin. Dice, cards, small wages. I did very well.
He didn't propose anything to you personally? Maybe for a favor?
I make a deal now and again, but that's it. I'm definitely not getting involved in the affairs of lords. That never ends well.
I know what you might think, Moors, but I promise you I'm telling the truth. I pocketed his coin, and that was it.
You seem to tell the truth. But I'll be watching you, Jonas.
Thank you for believing me and for not ruining my little business, Moors. Here, let me give you this as a kindness.
Is that me being paid off now? Right, we're not doing very well here. We're no closer to anything, are we? Apart from the guy who's meant to be running the... Oh. The guy who's meant to be running the investigation did something a bit iffy. Went off to speak to Donnelly, didn't he? We haven't spoken to Donnelly, have we? That was Bartram. Oh, for God's sake. Just telling me they're all downstairs.
Moors?
Let's return to this business of yours.
What do you want to speak about?
The two friends, Arthur and Trebor, it's best to look at a few things. Jonas and Shema. The oldest of the lot, Grance, Bartram. Alright. It's best if I look into a few things.
There are some facts that I need to check. I'll be back soon.
Take your time. With this sort of business, it's best to be certain.
Yeah, I could end up putting the wrong person away here. He did mention using the dog, didn't he, at one point? I don't know how... Oh, yeah.
I really don't know how you're doing it, Jonas. Strangers come and go, and there you are with so much coin even your shit is flecked with gold. How do you do it?
Shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you. I've done nothing wrong. Stop drawing attention to me, will you?
Yeah, here we go. Oh. Ah, what's this? Jonas's loot. An extraordinary mess containing written notes of debts owed signed by most of the night's watch, as well as several hundred coins. Okay, which would suggest that he is innocent.
Exactly. But if it's none of our business...
Oh, hang on, I've got two different scents here. Just where the two of them went to...
Melts in the mouth. Gods, I'll be feasting well. And there will be none for you. I found it, it's mine. Go and find your own, you beggars.
We'll stick with the scent that I started with. Oh, hello.
Westford, what in the seven hells are you doing here?
Why did you leave your post? What are you sticking your nose into instead of watching this exit? What were you doing, Gwayne?
I have the right to stretch my legs. Why don't you mind your own affairs?
He's hiding something, I know it.
Show me what you were doing in there.
Nothing that concerns you. Go back to where you came from, Moors. Consider that a friendly piece of advice.
You were charged with watching the doors, is that right? Can you explain why you were filling Bartram's bag with supplies while under orders to watch the doors?
Dan, you are not supposed to see that.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I've got Patrek with me. Nice one. Bartram's saddlebag. Bartram's scent is on this leather bag, which contains lots of supplies as well as 20 silver stags. Right, so what was the other scent then? Jesus Christ, I've got another one here now as well. Loot detected. Ah, right, okay.
Go and find your own, you beggars.
Won't be long before the old bear sends patrol.
Oh, is it just the old scent from the other thing that I found? Yeah, I think it is. Not to worry. Now to remember where Bartram was. Oh, there's Grance. Did we do... Let's have a look. Just check we've done everybody before we go finishing stuff off.
It's to do with politics, that's for sure. It's no concern of ours.
Well, that was the brothers, I think.
Our fire, they eat our bread, and yet they still dare to look down on us.
Quiet.
Tonight's watch, he has done a lot for us.
I haven't seen him for days. He left for Gwayne.
What now?
This bastard was planning the deserting. Yeah, Grance saw him speaking to Godric.
He didn't try. Are you certain?
I told you. I didn't exchange a word with that minor southern lordling.
Yet Grance saw you with him.
I don't understand. Hold on. Maybe I do remember. Yes, we traded a few words when I took him to the top of the wall, but nothing of any importance. He asked me what life was like at the wall, if I was proud to be a member of the Night's Watch, that sort of thing.
I see. You should have told me. I will see what to make of this.
What now?
And yet look what I found, thanks to your friend Gwayne.
Shit.
A bag full of Godric's supplies and gold. How do we explain that?
What's the good in denying it? We were planning on taking advantage of the other deserters. Those fools would have fled straight for the south, with your dogs hot on their heels. With Donnelly's gold, we could have bribed the sentries, and had time to disappear.
While you two went up into the wildlands, right?
You know the wildlings as well as I do, Moors. A brave man with a sword can carve out a good life for himself over there. I'm fed up with freezing my rosy ass to defend a kingdom that doesn't give a damn about us. We're as good as dead here.
We've taken an oath. We are the Watchers on the walls.
And what oath was that? To never fuck another woman? To die lonely and miserable? You don't even give a damn that all this is a lie, Moors. So now what?
We're going to sort this out right here. It's up to Mormont.
The old bear will decide your fate.
Horseshit! There's only one punishment for what I've done. I won't let myself end up like Gorold.
Are you resisting arrest?
I bloody well am. At least the gods are giving me a chance to end with a fight.
Right, well, I'm assuming that's going to be the end of it.
Why is it that he can go and see his brother when he wants?
Still got a marker downstairs. 2 markers downstairs.
What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
Nothing in particular. Keep well, old man.
I was born at the wall, in a manner of speaking at least. Did you know that? At the time, there were still many people living in the gift. One night, I was abandoned, left, just like that, as a gift for the brothers.
I know your life inside out, old man. You need to look after those old bones of yours.
Right, okay, yeah, that does sing a song of being done, doesn't it?
Now, I'm a sworn brother of the Night's Watch.
Moors?
The remaining suspects are innocent. Scary. It's best if I look into a few things. Let's discuss the inquiry.
To this business of yours.
What do you want to speak about?
Bartram.
Have you added Bartram to the list of suspects?
Of course.
Bartram and Gwayne were traitors.
The guard you posted by the kitchens was one of our traitors. Gwayne was planning to desert with the help of Bartram.
After all these years spent at the wall, nothing should surprise me anymore.
Bartram had accepted the would-be Donnelly's gold, and Gwayne was collecting supplies for him.
I would never have been able to follow such a thin trail. My sincere congratulations, Moors. You do your reputation justice. Given the severity of their crime and their temperament, I presume that arresting them wasn't easy.
You're right. They attacked me and fought to the bitter end. It's a shame they chose to wage their final attack against me.
You've gone way beyond my expectations by seeing through their treachery. Let's hope these drastic measures have stopped the rot from spreading. Any other news?
I'd like to talk about the other suspects with him. It's best to look into a few things.
There are some facts that I need to check. I'll be back soon.
Take your time. With this sort of business, it's best to be certain.
Right, so I think what I'll do is I've got I've got 2 blue markers left, so we'll just double check the old chap up. Now we already sussed him out, didn't we? We found his winnings and stuff, so he's all right. Yeah. Well, there only seems to be 2 markers left anyway. Well, there was the 2 guys, wasn't it? The 2 brothers here, but they don't seem to have a marker anymore, so I think they're okay.
Moors?
The rest are trustworthy. I've nothing to say against them.
Thank you for your help.
Excellent. Woohoo! Level 5. Nice. I'm assuming that's the event that would have timed out if we hadn't done it straight away. So we shall level up while we're here. Well, he's gone a lot further than the other dude, hasn't he? Deride all opponents with your rapier wit to incite them to attack you with the range of 11 meters. Yeah. Gonna have to waste a point on that, aren't we? Temporarily increase your damage resistance. You show your true potential when surrounded, and all members of your team, yourself included, inflict more damage. Your dog has become better at dodging attacks. Command your dog to let out a monstrous bark which will awaken the animal spirit in you and all allies. For you and a teammate and your allies, energy recovery changes to 6% per second for 6 seconds. Yeah. Order your dog to snatch the shield out of a foe's hand. Oh, nice. Might go for that. That's a passive one. I might take the passive one actually. Take that. Better at dodging and all that malarkey. Swords are kind of okay. We've got a blunt weapon, haven't we? Let's get blunts up. Lovely. We'll have a save as well while we're on with it. Right, well, I don't. We didn't have another side quest, I don't think. I think we can just crack on now. We're okay for potions because we've already bought those. Alright. Got quite the number of yellow markers though. I think it's just all the entrances outside, to be fair. I wonder when the two will meet. Alester and Moors. We're still out of time sync though, aren't we? But I guess this journey that Moors is about to take. Oh, the other side quest we've got is we need to get people to join the Night's Watch, don't we, when we get to Molestown. Got 2 pointers on the map, but I'm pretty sure it's just 2 different ways out of Castle Black. If I remember rightly. Yeah. We don't have a map, do we? Yeah, we do. Can't move it or anything, though. Yeah, the other marker at the bottom, it's just another way out. That's all it is. Well, as it happens, it's probably a good place to wrap it up. We're heading toward the 50-minute marker. If I go into this area, we could be there for some time, people. So I'll wrap it up there for that part. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Game of Thrones on the PlayStation 3, and I will catch you next time, folks. Take it easy. Bye.